Alright, so we have here my boy Rome, man, doing real big things in the music. So, so for people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a young kid from Houston, Texas. I go to Texas State University. I'm on the men's track and field team there, and I just happen to do music. I've always had a passion for music, but I started taking it seriously in the year 2012 when I was a freshman, and pretty much just stuck to it and kept progressing as an artist, and finally ended up here with a little bit of publicity and just got a little buzz going for myself. So I'm just thankful to be in the position I'm in.
Okay. So what inspired you to start recording and writing music?
Like I said, I've always had a passion for music. So when I was a kid, it all started when my older brother Trey he was playing guitar and stuff, and I was like, man, I always thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I definitely, just being a younger brother, I always looked up to my older brothers all the time. Whatever they did, I was like, man, I want to do that too. So if they were skateboarding, I wanted to skateboard. If they were playing guitar, then I was playing guitar too, or I wanted to.
Yeah.
Anyway, but when he first got his guitar, or my dad got it for him for his birthday, I was just like, man, that is the coolest thing ever. And and when he started getting good, I was like, man, I want to be good. I want to do that. So I remember the times when I was in elementary and he was in, not college, but high school, and he would have football practice or something. I would sneak in his room and try to play the guitar and learn how to play it. And sometimes I even got in trouble. I would break his guitar strings and all that stuff. But that's kind of how it started, man. And I ended up asking my dad for a guitar for one of my birthdays, and he got it for me. And then I just started literally just playing it, and I wasn't good, but just repetition, and I got better, and I just loved playing that thing. And then eventually it just turned into something else, man. I started just finding this passion, this love for music, and I was all into rock, any type, all crazy stuff. The stuff that you'd be like, and you're a rapper? No, I listen to everything, and it's
even screamo.
All that stuff. It's crazy. And that's why I think that's why a lot of my beat selections and everything that I use now, for my projects, it's different. It has a different vibe than most rappers nowadays and stuff. So it all plays a part, but that's kind of how my love for music started.
Okay. So what's up, man? So, do you remember your first song you recorded?
Oh my God.
Around what age, or
Man, that's funny. Yeah, man. I know, exactly. Okay.
Dang, that's crazy.
So, my first rap song ever was a sophomore year in high school. So, man, I want to say 2010, and pretty much it just started with, I remember we're in a computer lab class, and these kids were talking about Lil Wayne, and he dropped a song or whatever, and they were just going crazy. They're like, man, ain't nobody better than him and all that stuff. And it's cool and everything, but the song, I don't know what song it was, but the song at the time he dropped, it just happened to sound whack to me.
Yeah.
This was that random stage he was going through where people were like, what's he talking about? But anyway, I was just like, man, that's not even that good. I feel like if I could go home and take time to write something and then go in the studio and do that, I think I could do it too.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And they're like, man, you haven't even rapped, one day in your life. How you gonna say that, wrong? You can't do that. Blah, blah. They're just laughing at me, and I was like, okay, bet we gonna see. And pretty much, I ain't had no studio. I went home and wrote something on a little notepad and had an MP3 recorder and rapped on this thing to some 3 6 Mafia beat. I think it was called The End. Yeah. It was one of these instrumentals they had, and man, I made one verse to it and a random chorus or whatever, hook, and it sounded like garbage, but it was a starting point to something.
Start though, man.
And I swear though, this is when I knew, I was like, man, music or rap in general is really powerful, because when I remember when I put that out, and the way I recorded it was I recorded it on the little MP3 player mic.
Yeah.
And I had put it all together with the instrumental through like Windows Movie Maker. It was like that ghetto ratchet stuff. Like it was crazy. So I did it like that, and then I ended up posting it to Facebook or something like that. Man, and all my friends were just like, "Whoa, man, this is crazy!" And I was feeling somewhat salty because I would always play guitar and post videos of that online, and I'll get like maybe like 2 likes or somebody be like, "Yeah, it's cool, man." But I started rapping, everybody's like, "Oh man, no, he's the realest," and everything. And just to know that was garbage, like it really was. I would never show anybody that ever. But that's what I knew. I was like, man, this rap stuff, man, people like this or whatever like that. And I didn't even have to be good.
Dang.
So, but that's kind of how it started, man. Sophomore year in high school.
Okay. Yeah. Who's your favorite artist and why?
Man, if we were, all right, man. I'm just gonna straight up. Okay, favorite artist. I don't have one. I would like to say it's myself, but I do have like artists I really enjoy listening to and have inspired me to, you know, up my game as a rapper and just kind of like with lyrics, from lyricism, everything, and my rhyme scheme, all that stuff. And so I would say artists, like, I'm kind of, it's weird because you would never think, because the music I promote and the message I present, that I would listen to these guys. But I listen to people like Hobson, and I listen to Kendrick. Kendrick's good. I listen to J. Cole. Now on the Christian side, I listen to Lecrae. I listen to Andy Mineo. I just kind of have a mixture of all these guys. But you know, like what's crazy is at the beginning of it all, like who really inspired me to rap was this dude in the underground from Harlem, New York. Freaking his name is Immortal Technique, man. And man, underground dude, cat's been doing it for years, man. I'll never forget. It's a deep song. It's kind of dark. It's twisted, but he had a song like 10 years ago, maybe even more than that, called "Dance with the Devil." And that song right there, bro, I was like, it inspired me because I've never ever have heard such a song like tell such a perfect story that you could just by listening to it, you could picture everything, man. And I was just like, wow, this is like truly art, and this is crazy. Like, and it was underground too, man. That stuff's not getting no radio play and stuff. Like, it's crazy, but literally that's how it all kind of like started for me, and that's what my main inspiration was. And then I started progressing and stuff and listening to more of the mainstream scene, and then I started going back to like I don't know what you want to call it, just the people in the middle and stuff, and the artists in the middle that are not really getting the recognition that they should. But there's a lot of talented MCs out there. But so pretty much those are most of the artists that I listen to. There's a couple more, I just can't even think of them at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much them.
How do you feel about the music artists are putting out today? Like, you know, Young Thug and, you know, the Kevin Gates. And
yeah. Well, no comment, man. I don't want to talk about that. I'm playing. I got you. But definitely, man. I don't know them personally, so I'm not. You know, they could be good people. I have no clue, man. I don't know their lives, but definitely their music and what they're promoting, what they're putting out. It's definitely what I feel. In my opinion, I think it's like selling death to our kids. Like to our youth, to our younger, because yes, everybody listens to this music, but let's be real, man. We know every high school, every middle school in the world, or in America alone right now, you know, these kids come to school with their iPhones and headphones in their ear and stuff, and they're bumping the new whatever Young Thug. They're bumping the new. Give me some other 2 Chainz, whatever, man. Kevin Gates, all these people, man. It's just the future, whatever. Anything, man. And 85% of their material is talking about effing girls and getting money. And when they say getting money, they're definitely not talking about get yourself a job, get yourself a degree, go ahead and go out and get what you're worth. No, they're talking about selling other poison the kids or whoever, and that's the way you got to grind in these streets and blah blah. They're just showing, they're giving a false image of what these kids are just taking that in and be like, oh man, that's what I got to do to be successful and all this stuff. And what's crazy is that's the way the kids take it in, but in reality, you got a guy that's making all this money and he's literally just rapping about things that they don't have. Like, this is, I got this. What y'all gonna do about it? Y'all gonna do what I'm saying? Because I can tell you anything, and I bet you're gonna try to do it. They're like all puppets, and he's a puppet. He's a big puppet, and these little puppets are trying to just pretty much get on the same strings that he's attached to, and it's just a big mess, man. I can go on for days, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like these artists, especially the mainstream artists, they're should be held responsibility for their fans, their fan base, and what material they put out. So don't complain about how the world is bad and twisted when you're not making it a better place, because all you're doing is promoting death, violence, sexual activities, whatever, at a young age. Because your fan base is not just at adult and college and high school level. You got kids in elementary growing up. We got girls in America that are 3-4 years old on social media and crazy stuff like that, twerking and doing videos like that. Is crazy, man. And it's only getting worse because we know social media is just getting bigger, and it's crazy. When we were kids in the 1990s, we didn't have Instagram or anything to post. All these kids know how to do all of that, it's a good thing. But then sometimes, you can see it can have a backlash, and it's just crazy, man. And it's kind of sad to see where everything is going right now. And that's what inspires me. And I know it's weird, but like, if they weren't doing what they're doing, if the Kevin Gates and the Young Thugs and all of them, if they weren't promoting the message they weren't promoting, I wouldn't be so inspired to do what I'm doing, man. So it's kind of that it kind of has that weird thing going on. But I wish I didn't have to do this. I wish everything could have been great and we could have had real leaders and role models. That's why I was really, I really wish that like Pac wasn't dead. Like, I think that he was going a route that was more about for the people, and more, he was like pretty much like, there are good mainstream artists today, like the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar's, that are actually caring about the people in the community and trying to spread a positive message. Yes, they talk about negative things at some point, but at the end of the day, they show the light at the end of the tunnel, man. Yeah. And that's what separates them from the other artists that are just talking about trapping and that's the only way to live, and they're just giving all this false image of what these kids need to be, and that's not right. And pretty much that's what I'm doing in my music. I'm just trying to go against that and tell them, hey man, you just believe in yourself and just try to just be the best you can be physically, mentally, spiritually, and just like I said, believe in yourself and know you can do anything. That's pretty much it.
What genre of music, would you classify your music as? Because, some people say, you're a Christian rapper, just a hip hop rapper, underground.
Yeah.
So tell us what you would, classify that.
Well, I kind of like started my own little trend movement type of deal, and it's I like to call it like truth music. Of course, the genre I do is hip hop. Okay. So when people ask me what kind of artist am I, and I tell them straight up, I'm a hip hop artist. I just happen to be a Christian, so people get confused with the whole he's a gospel rapper, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Me myself, I just don't like to go around and parading that, oh yeah, I'm a gospel artist. I feel like that puts me in a box, because I want to be able to perform everywhere. I want to be able to perform at the club where there's a lot of non-believers and there's a lot of sinful things going around. That stuff excites me. When I'm in the darkest places, it excites me because I know God's got my back. And I know it sounds stupid, call me crazy, but I like it when the devil was around because I ain't scared of him. And so when that happens, or when I'm in those surroundings in that type of environment, it excites me, man. I want to tell people about God. I want to tell people about my faith. It makes me want to get on that stage and pour my heart out pour my heart out on a song and all this stuff and kind of make people really feel what I was going through and what changed me and what, inspired me to be the way I am today and all this stuff, and just kind of like have his light shine off of me. But with that saying, man, I'm not perfect or anything, so I don't ever want to give this false image to be like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian artist, man. I gotta be saved. I gotta take the pictures with the saved hands and do all this stuff. No, man, I just want to be Rome. I want to do hip hop. I just happen to be a Christian that does hip hop as well, man. So it's kind of like that.
Okay. Like, since you've been doing music, have you received like any negative feedback? And if you did, how did you take it?
Oh man, I would like to say I would say that there is a lot more positive than negative, but I do get the negative. I think every artist does, but when I do it, I peep the game. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I don't see that, man. I don't even pay attention to it. No, I mean, I'm a human, dude. I'm gonna go look at what people comment sometimes on videos and everything. And I know, as just being a hip hop artist in this genre, there's always going to be somebody that's going to hate. There's always going to be somebody that's going to have something negative to say. That's just how the world is, man. But it's all good. Like, that's cool. Like, that's expected. So, I get a lot of backlash about, oh man, I thought you were a Christian artist, man. Like, why are you putting these songs songs out with these trap beats about talking about, your past relationships with girls and you're just kind of like disrespecting them or just making up stuff. I even had people be like, why are you cursing in your songs? In the song, I don't even curse. Like, it's just random things. And I don't know if they do it to seek attention to get me to reply back and snap back at them. I don't know what it is, but I get random things for that. Mostly, it's funny because it happens to be for most like saved Christian people that want to come at me and try to throw stones. Pretty much, it's crazy, but that's just how it is. But like I said, there's more positive than negative for sure.
We noticed at the end of the New Kings video, looked to be like a new project possibly you have coming out. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited about it. It's called Apparitions. Don't want to really speak too much on it, but just know it's definitely going to be my best work. I'm excited about it because this is the most like projects or album I put out that is pretty much I feel most comfortable with, like just not being afraid to say what I want to say, and I think it's definitely more of an aggressive type of album. You're gonna have a bunch of hard bangers and all types of stuff, so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a non-profit mixtape, so it'll be available everywhere for a free download, man. So this is for the people, this is for the fans. So yeah, I know y'all gonna enjoy it most likely. I don't want to say anything too soon, but it will most likely drop late June, if not early July. So just stay tuned, man, and you'll get the drop date. But definitely going to be my best work, so I'm excited about it.
The Texan song you made, that got a lot of buzz, and so we're curious, are you going to have another song?
Man, I thought you forgot about that, man. I thought you would have forgot that. We lost pretty bad in the playoffs, and I'm playing with it. Man, it did really give me a lot of buzz, man. And it's crazy because I was very questionable about doing it in the first place, just because I didn't want to be known as the typical, like, oh, he just does, Texans rap songs and all this stuff. I knew I had a bigger message to get across to people and stuff, but no, man, I'm a Houstonian, man. Been living there pretty much forever, dude, my whole life, and I'm a die-hard Texan fan, and I wanted to put on for the city, for the Texans community, NRG Stadium, all that stuff, and so it was definitely a blessing, man. I got a lot of buzz, and a lot of my fan base is Texans fans, but they love my other music as well, so that's really dope. It really benefited me as well. As in next year, man, I don't want to say it, man. But most likely, man, I think I'm in the process of working out some contract deals with NRG Stadium right now, and hopefully getting some new material made for next season, man. the season, I'm excited about the season because we just had some great draft picks and all this stuff, and our offense is looking right. We finally got a quarterback. Hopefully, I think, hopefully this time. But he's already proved that he could win a playoff game against New England and Denver. So hopefully Brock can do it for us. But yeah, man, definitely there will be a Year of the Texans Part 2 next year. I don't know if it's going to be called that. You got to stay tuned, but definitely going to be a better song. It's crazy. I know last year it was a pretty good song, but if you know me, man, everything just gets better. The sky's the limit. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So stay tuned, baby.
5 years from now,
yeah,
where do you see your music career?
5 years from now, man. To be honest, I like to take this thing day by day. So I'm not sure where I'm going to be, but the only person that's in control of that is God. I'm just gonna do my stuff day by day and be the best I can be, physically, mentally, spiritually, and push myself to be better every single day. But hopefully, 5 years from now, and be on a bigger platform somewhere where my music is I just have a bigger fan base and a bigger following, and I'm able to put out more music videos and have more of a support system, because right now I'm just an independent artist, man. So I literally do everything, man. I mean, I have my friends that help support and stuff, no doubt. I have my supporters and everything, and I'm thankful to all my fans and all that stuff. I'm nothing without them, but literally, like, I do this on my own. Like, what you've heard from the mixtapes and the albums, mixing, mastering, that's all for me. I have a little studio at my apartment that I get done, and if I need major songs done, I'll go to an actual professional studio in Houston and stuff and work with those guys and everything. But for the most part, I've pushed myself to just be a true artist and just really try to perfect my craft and try to make every project better and better, as we move forward. But yeah, man, hopefully 5 years from now I'll have more of a support system and a team around me that'll actually be able to, we could just be able to move my music fast, and everything is just worldwide, and hopefully I just create a bigger name for myself and be on the big stage. I mean, that's the main goal, man. I want to be able to be on the radio every day, or I want to be that artist that drops something and everybody and their mother is talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake just dropped Views, man. Everybody and every social media source, even just people in general. That's just a talk at school, on social media, at church, at home. Everybody talking about Views, man. I'm just saying, like, that just shows you how influential and how popular rap music is, man. And it's incredible. So I just want to get to that point where my music and my positive message could just spread like wildfire, man, and be on that type of platform. So hopefully 5 years from now, that's where I'm at. If not, it don't matter, man. I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna make this work somehow. God's gonna work through me. So all I can do is stay humble and just stay true to myself.
What advice would you give to other artists trying to build up their name in the rap industry?
Okay. My advice would be, if you're just starting out, first of all, just try to perfect your craft. Make some songs. Everything's about repetition. The more you do songs, the more you get better. It's very rare that somebody makes their first song, oh man, it's a hit. It's a lot deeper into all that. I would say keep making songs. Put a lot of free stuff out. You can't just come in the rap game and start trying to charge folks, hey man, listen to my demo, whatever, like this, $5. Like, literally just give a bunch of free stuff out, because that's the most important thing, right? Is distributing everything, your artwork to the people, doing that and promoting yourself. That's the most important thing, is promoting yourself. And with that saying, you can't be afraid. You're going to have to be annoying sometimes, especially on social media. You're going to have to go on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Hey man, check this song out. Hit up everybody's inbox or DMs or whatever you got to do, straight up. 'Cause that's what it takes. And eventually somebody will listen And when they give you the chance, when they give themselves the chance to listen, they'll hit you up and be like, hey man, this is actually dope. I'm gonna go tell so and so. And that's just kind of how it spreads, and you might build your own little fan base, and then eventually it keeps getting bigger. But don't ever be satisfied, because you literally, everybody talks about it all the time about, oh man, I'm grinding, but you literally have to grind, because everybody and their mother is trying to be a rapper out here. So what that's saying is you got to promote yourself better than anybody out there. You got to outwork everybody. You got to put out more music than everybody. It's literally a very competitive game, man. So like, one thing about me that I'm proud of myself about is literally, well, it was just a year ago on Instagram alone, I had 9,000 followers, man, and now I'm reaching the 40K followers, man, and that's just me. I'm not over here buying robots to follow me and all this stuff. I went and hit up everybody's line, be like, man, hey, this is what I stand for. Check my music out. I promise you won't regret it. Blah blah blah. I did my share of shows that I had to pay for to get my name buzzing a little bit, and I had to link up and make some awesome music videos and try to get that out and try to go on Facebook and stuff and share it, or get it shared by people that have a bigger fan base than I have, just to get some love. And I've had some people help me out, and that's really it's really helped me out in general. But the Year of the Texans thing was huge for me too. I got a lot of followers from that. But yeah, man, you just gotta put out music, and hopefully you create your own little fan base, and eventually it just gets bigger and bigger. But you can never stop, grinding and trying to promote yourself, because that's the most important thing. Like I said, is promoting, man. So just try to outwork everybody and never be satisfied, and keep grinding. And that's the only thing I could say to give. You can't ever just stop and expect that this music thing is just gonna happen, because it's not. You don't, especially if you're on your own, you gotta keep it going, man. So that's what I would say. Just keep grinding.
I really appreciate you coming out, and talking to the people and giving them a piece of your mind. And
yeah.
Like I said, man, I really appreciate that. We need more artists like you. We need more role models out here for the kids and for the people.
That's love, bro. No, man, I'm trying, man. I'm thankful to be on the show, man. Appreciate it, bro.
And before you leave, you already know.
Oh no,
you gotta spit some of that heat, man.
Hey, man. I'm a rapper, man, so I gotta be prepared, right?
Definitely.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I got you, man. All right, check. Yo, Lord, get these snakes off me. I don't even care what it cost me. Thought they really loved me, but they lost me. I promise they allow me. So what they talking right behind my back? Talking as they stab me in my back. Better back up off me. See me? I ain't no shine. See me? I ain't no shine. Come on, boy, I had to grind. Strippers be ballin', they line. Rappers be trapping, they line. Put that lies in your mind. What you know about doing shows at those 3 a.m. nights in the H? What you know about getting played? Trusting in people's a shame. I lost a couple K's. Now what does that say? This hip-hop industry's fake. You're either a lion or snake, or sometimes a slave. But fame won't conquer the grave. When the gates open up, we will see who was saved. It's wrong. You can have me on Instagram, follow me, Rome 2016, Rome Kryptonite on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. I'm out of this.